Today's Love This Way show is brought to you by The Club. The Club is a safe space I curated just for you. There's tips, challenges, downloads, ebooks, journals, coloring books. Just all you need to help you to succeed in your relationship endeavors. The best part? Each tier comes with free coaching sessions with me. So if you've been wanting to book a session with me but couldn't quite afford it yet, join a club and save hundreds. The coaching sessions alone are reason enough to join. With tiers starting at only $37 a month, you don't want to miss this opportunity. Visit shaliavinny.com, choose the membership level of your choice, and go to your calendar and book your free session. I can't wait to connect more with you. And make sure you mention Love This Way sent you. Hello and welcome to the Love This Way podcast, the show that exists to help every man and woman everywhere to be better at love. Never any gender wars, back and forth, or nonsense. It's just great tips to help you find and sustain the love of your dreams. Because love is a journey, but you need direction. So get ready because each episode we're going to be talking about our real life issues, we're going to answer tough questions, and we're going to build solid relationships with one another as we heal, learn, and grow. I'm your host, your girl, Dr. Shalia Vinny, and today's show is all about understanding different apology styles. Do you know yours? Do you know your partner's? Are you ready? Hey lovers, welcome to another episode. Of course, as always, thanks for riding with me. I really just want to dive right into the topic at hand today because it's something that we all deal with in relationships, but we don't always think about. Apologies. So many of us get caught up in the he said, she said after an argument, right? I know that I've taught you guys how to apologize in the past, but sometimes the issue isn't just what was said or done. It's how we apologize and make things right. So today's episode is all about understanding different apology styles, why knowing your partner's style matters, and how this can totally change the way you fight and make up. So if you've ever felt like an apology didn't fix things or your partner wasn't really sorry, this one is definitely for you. So I want to kick things off by talking about why apology styles matter in the first place, right? Like, have you ever been in a situation where you apologize, but your partner didn't seem satisfied? Or maybe your partner apologized to you, but it still felt hollow or like something was missing. This happens because we all interpret apologies differently. Some people need emotional connection in an apology. Some people need action, and others just need a bit of time and space. So we talk about this, right? But the real question is, why are we like this? How do we know what we need? This style comes from different places for different people. Like a lot of our behaviors in relationships, our apology style especially, can be shaped by our upbringing and our past experiences. So for example, if you grew up in a home where apologies were rare or they were forced, you might value apologies that are direct and sincere, where responsibility is actually fully acknowledged. Or if you were raised by parents who were more about moving on, they quickly wanted to get over the conflict, you might not feel that need for a long, drawn out apology process. Recognizing that these styles come from deeper places will help us not just to understand ourselves, but also to empathize with our partners. So when we're talking about apologizing, these apology styles reflect what we need emotionally to heal after a conflict. That's why it's so important. So for example, someone who needs acknowledgement might feel unseen or dismissed if the apology is too vague. On the other hand, a person who needs concrete plans for change might have a deep need for stability and security. So when we recognize these needs, it allows us to connect in a more meaningful way to both of us. So, now that we've established that, can I go deeper? Are we ready? Let's talk about the 5 main apology styles. I want you to listen carefully because each style reflects a different emotional need. So first and foremost, we've got the acknowledger. The acknowledger needs to hear you spell out exactly what went wrong. A simple "I'm sorry" is not going to cut it for them. They want to know that you understand the specifics. So they're looking for that detailed acknowledgement. For example, instead of you just saying "I'm sorry," you would say, "I'm sorry for not calling when I said I would. I know that that made you feel unimportant." For them, acknowledgement means understanding. If you acknowledge the details, they feel validated that you truly grasp their perspective. So you want to use phrases like, "I'm sorry for not considering your feelings when I made that decision." This shows them that you recognize the impact of your actions and that you value their feelings. Number 2, we've got the empathizer. Now, the empathizer wants you to feel what they feel. They need to hear you express regret in a way that shows you really get how it impacted them. Something like, I'm so sorry for hurting you. I can see how that made you feel sad and frustrated. Now, the key here is the emotional connection. They want to feel like you're with them in the apology. It's all about empathy and emotional connection. This style is all about feeling emotionally understood. For the empathizer, empathy is everything. They want to feel that you understand and care about their pain, not just that you're sorry it happened. So you want to acknowledge their emotions directly. You might say, I'm so sorry for making you feel hurt and alone. I really see how that affected you. This type of apology helps them feel emotionally validated. Number 3, next up, we've got the fixer. The fixer isn't just satisfied with words. They want to know what's going to change. So if you're apologizing to a fixer, you want to try something like, I'm sorry for being late to dinner. Next time, I'm going to make sure I leave work on time. They're looking for action steps that show that you're willing to make sure that this doesn't happen again. They need action and change. This person is looking for solutions and steps forward. For the fixer, the apology isn't just complete until there's a plan. They need to see that you're actively working to ensure the issues don't happen again. So you want to offer specific ways that you're going to make changes. Like, I'm sorry for not being supportive. I'll make sure I'm present and check in with you regularly from now on. This apology reassures them that you're committed to growth and improvement. Then number 4, we've got the surrenderer. The surrenderer needs humility in the apology. They need to hear, I was wrong, and feel that you really take ownership. For example, I was wrong for not listening to you. That was unfair, and I take full responsibility. It's about showing that you're accountable and willing to admit your mistake. This person wants to hear you own up to your mistake and admit the fault. For the surrenderer, admitting I was wrong demonstrates humility and genuine reflection. They need to feel that you're aware of your role in the problem, so you want to take full responsibility. A good example is, I was wrong for speaking to you that way, and I'm sorry. You deserve respect. This helps them to feel that you're truly accountable. And finally, we've got the time giver. Now, some people just need space before they're ready to make up or hear an apology, so rushing them will make things worse. If your partner is a time giver, respect that they need to cool off first, then come back to talk. You might say, I'm here whenever you're ready to talk, and I'm sorry for what happened. Give them that space and they'll appreciate it more. This person needs time to process before they're ready to reconcile. The time giver views a rushed apology as insincere, so they need space to feel the apology is genuine. Give them time, then approach with openness. Say something like, I understand you need some space and I'm here whenever you're ready to talk. This respects their need for emotional processing. Hey friend, make sure you check out shaliavinny.com. You can join a club there. You can book one-on-one coaching sessions with me. You can buy my books there. Oh, and you can get free advice from me now. Go to shaliavinny.com, click the free advice tab, and go ahead and submit your question. I will be answering those questions on my social medias, so make sure you do that because you don't want to miss out. Love you guys. So we've been talking about the different apology styles and even a little bit of why your person might need specific types of apologies. But now I want to show you how these ideas can help your current and or future relationships in real time. I want to show you how to use these apology styles to strengthen your relationship, because understanding apology styles is going to save you from a lot of miscommunication and hurt. Imagine if you're a fixer and you apologize to your partner by saying what you'll do to change next time, but they're an empathizer who needed you to acknowledge their pain. They might feel dismissed thinking, do they ever even care about what I feel? Do they ever even think about what I'm actually saying? Knowing each other's styles will help you to prevent these situations from turning into deeper resentments. You can also use apologies to rebuild trust. Apologies aren't just about resolving the conflict. They're about rebuilding trust. So when you apologize in a way that resonates with your partner, they're going to feel heard, valued, and safe again. This goes beyond getting over the issue and really creates a foundation for a stronger relationship. It's going to show that you're not just in it for the short term, but you're invested in keeping your connection strong and secure. And then, of course, we've got to embrace growth and adaptability. Apology styles also teach us about adaptability. Now, once you know what your partner needs, it's up to you to adapt, to stretch a little bit. Maybe it's not your natural style, but adjusting to meet them where they are can lead to more harmonious resolutions. And remember, this isn't just about saying sorry, it's about creating a space where both of you feel safe to be vulnerable and honest. All right, my babies, that is a wrap on today's episode. But now that you know these different apology styles, I encourage you to think about which style fits you and which one fits your partner. Start thinking about it. You might even want to share this episode with them to spark a conversation. Remember, a good apology isn't just about saying sorry. It's about showing up in a way that your partner can actually feel. So next time you and your boo hit a rough patch, think about their style and use it to make up in a way that brings you both closer together. Let's keep building relationships that are strong, healthy, and full of real communication. I want to thank you again for tuning in. And don't forget that knowing each other's apology style is just one more tool to keep your love alive and strong. Remember, understanding your partner's apology style could be the key to turning those rough days into opportunities for real growth. Now, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and I'll see you again next time for some more real talk. Now, until next time, I want you to take care of yourself, honor your growth, and keep your heart open to the love you deserve. And if you need more help, you can always go to shaliavinny.com and book a one-on-one session with me. I love you, and I'm rooting for you always. Today's show is brought to you by The Club. Please rate the show on your favorite streaming platform, share it with one person who you think needs to hear it, and then ask them to do the same. Remember to never stop showing up for yourself and the love you desire to have. Good, better, best. Don't you ever let it rest. Till your good is better and your better is best. Until next time, your friend and relationship strategist, Dr. Shalia. Bye.